Bitcoin, the first massive impulsive move. Have we confirmed that correction at the bottom where we should see 2, 4, 6, maybe 8 to 12 weeks of upside movement? Why is that important for you to know? Well, when Bitcoin moves up, guess what? All other altcoins, which is every other coin other than Bitcoin, tends to be brought up with it as well. So if you like today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because we are going to dive deep into Bitcoin today. Also, if you don't know me by now, I'm Jagir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. I've been trading currencies for over 15 years, and now I bring that knowledge and wisdom to you in cryptocurrency. Publishing this, featured in this best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. Awesome book. So let's dive straight in. Now, we're going to cover a lot of stuff on Elliott Wave theory and Fibonacci, which tells us all about the mass psychology of literally the mass psychology of Bitcoin. Like, every participant is contributing to the mass psychology, the feeling of optimism and pessimism. And we're going to see where that pessimism is going to kind of convert into optimism, which increases buying, and we can project that ahead of time, therefore positioning ourselves to maximize our profits and minimize our downside. So if you haven't taken my free crypto trading masterclass, it's in the link below, because I cover one of my 3 secrets, which is Elliott Wave, how to really project and read the future. So let's dive into Bitcoin. So right now we're on the daily chart. We're looking at the daily chart. And again, if you saw my earlier videos, April 19th, we did a video saying we should see a big pullback, and we saw like a 50% pullback in Bitcoin. And now we really want to focus on this part here. So what we consider, as this is a 5-wave move down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, looks like a 5. We're calling that a 5 of an A, the first leg of a correction. And we're actually anticipating 2 more legs, one up, which is a B, and then another final sell-off. But we're going to focus on this part, because if this part unfolds, regardless of if it's a B or if it's a continuation of the bull trend, we should see some serious optimism coming into the markets. Now, especially if we break this particular high over here. Let me just zoom in. Let me just zoom right the way in so it's really, really clear. Right, this previous high here, I've got the line chart on, by the way, because it's closing data. Because when you have the candlesticks, if I just go back to the candlesticks, which is over here, you see we have these very wide bars, and they're intraday data, and it's noisy. It's noisy. So those wide bars doesn't really give us the true reflection. So when we're looking at a larger macro picture of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, is actually best practice to look on closing data. And one of the easiest ways is just a line chart with closing data. So let's just zoom in right here. So I want to get this really, really clear. So we had this previous high. We're calling this a wave 4 of a wave A. And if we break above this, which it seems like we've just exceeded it, we're on 39,500. This high is, the closing price is 39,000. So if we close above that, that's going to be really bullish for Bitcoin. Now, most of the market is still going to be very uncertain because it's too early. But we can project it's very high probability that we're going to go on to make new highs in terms of this wave B. So let's just now jump into a lower time frame, because this particular section, I'm just going to put a nice triangle around it. It's hard to see if there's any breakdown of the Elliott waves, because Elliott waves tend to break down. And when you zoom in, you'll see a clearer pattern within the pattern, and that gives us valuable information. But on the daily chart, it's not obvious to see. So now we're going to jump into the 1-hour chart, right? 1-hour chart. So that same piece of information, let me just make sure it's clear for you, because sometimes I know can get a bit confusing when I'm jumping time frames. So I want to make sure we're on the same page. So we are looking at this here, right? And I'm going to deliberately show this on the hourly chart as well, and I'll get rid of it in a second. So you'll see that this pink box over here up in the top right is the same information of this whole section over here. Yeah. But now we've zoomed in, where previously it was a daily chart. Now we're on a 1-hour chart where every bar represents 1 hour. So now let's just get rid of this pink box. So what we're seeing here, now this is textbook pattern. Now impulsive waves mean where there's higher highs and higher lows and the waves don't overlap. So what we see here, I'm going to pull up this arrow. Sometimes I find it's just easier for you to see what I'm seeing. We had this low down here, so we're projecting this to be the wave A low of that first leg of that correction. And then we had this nice move up of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and typically Elliott waves move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we always want to keep that notion in our mind. The trend is your friend. You want to ride it until its end, until it hits its bend. So now, what do we anticipate next? Well, we always anticipate a three-legged correction, minimum of 3 legs. And this was very clean. Look at this. A, B, got B, and then a C. And the C actually broke down into what looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is very, very clean. So now what we're looking at is the minimum price projections. I actually did this in advance. So right now I've measured this low to this high and projected it from down here. So the price points, what's going to give us major confidence is we should expect a minimum of this 100%. It's called the alternate price projection, which is the measure of this one. And then we're projecting it forward. That's the minimum, but that's still in a corrective zone. What's going to give us more confidence that this is likely to be more of a wave. So this is a 2 or B. Oh, it's 2 over A, 2 over A, yeah. So this is a wave 1 over A, wave 2 of an A, and we're looking for a wave 3 of an A. And the price target for a wave 3 of an A is actually $46,500. So if we exceed this point here, that's going to give the market a lot of confidence, a lot of confidence. Okay, why is that important? Okay, one, you can trade Bitcoin or you can buy Bitcoin, right? So you have Bitcoin in your portfolio, or you're looking to trade it, or you're looking to short it. Right now, long positions looking healthy, long positions, right? For at least next 2 to 6 to maybe 8 to 12 weeks. But more importantly, all other altcoins tend to respond dramatically to Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin's optimism is bringing optimism to the whole market, the whole big players, the small players all feel more optimistic, which means buying. When buying occurs, price drives up, and that's what we're looking for. So there you have it. Bitcoin is making a nice, clean 1, 2, and then it looks like we're on the beginning part of a 3. It's too early to say, but the key part that we want to know is that we've broken above this high, which is positive. So that means this low down here should hold. Right, this low down here should hold. And now, if we break above this high and reach this point, that is an indication, because a typical wave 3 target, which is what we're looking at here, is 1.618. And again, it's 45,000 or 46,500. 46,500. If we get to that point, we can be quite confident that we're now making new impulsive waves, and we should see a 5-wave structure unfold for the first leg of this wave B. So like an A, B, C on the way up. So one last time, because I want to make sure we're on the same page. So this wave B structure that we're looking at is on the back on the daily chart. This wave B structure, this wave B's typically break down into 3 waves, and wave A of a wave B typically breaks down into 5 waves. So what I'm anticipating, so we're really, really clear, is we've done this initial 1, 2, hopefully we'll see something like a 3, 4, 5 of this A, and then we should see a correction to the correction, and then a final impulsive wave to the wave B high. Again, as the market unfolds, we'll get more information, but this is great news for us. Early news. I would anticipate when we break above this high convincingly and get towards this 1.618, if we do, we'll probably see a lot of positive news starting to come out. Negative and positive, actually, because the markets is quite funny the way it works. But there you have it. You have the update on Bitcoin. This is great information for us. This is what we've been waiting for quite a while now, for quite a few weeks and quite a few months. And this can have an amazing impact on the market. But also keep in mind that we're wary that this is still in a corrective phase. And by July, mid-July, we'll have a very clear, much better picture. So we'll do some updates as time goes on. So there you have it. If you like today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, take my free crypto trading masterclass, because we cover Elliott Wave theory every single video, and we're bringing that just in layman's terms so we can read the market, so you can have more confidence on what's likely to happen. We can never guarantee what's going to happen, because that's just the nature of the markets, but we can project with high probability and make business decisions on those points. All right, today's quote. I read a quote every day, right? I had one in mind. This is from my book. On the first chapter, I think it was the first chapter. Oh, here we go, right? I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan.